Hi, I'm John Johns. I'm a C3, C4, incomplete quad, injured in the fall of 2000, so I'm over 13 years. And this is my third stander. My first one was a Redman, and it made all the difference in, just a lot of difference in my life. Reduced, and it still does, reduce spasticity on my right side, my weak side. Then I kind of fell in love with the looks of a different chair, different brand stander, bought it, and just didn't have the same results. Can't do all the functions that this does. This, I can put my legs out, I can lay back anytime I want to, I can stand up from any position. It's just so much more versatile and stronger. I travel a great deal on business and pleasure, and have taken even this trip, even abroad, this chair even abroad. The other chair that I bought, I never really could take it on the airlines because it didn't break down to be, excuse the pun, but bomb-proof on the planes. The Redman breaks down to pieces where we end up with just the chair basic frame, and it lays down so it fits in the cargo hold, because I fly some commuters as well. And the other chair, and by the way, it's available for sale if anybody's interested, down in Closet. Looks great, had very few miles on it. I went back and I bought a second Redman, and this Redman's just even more improved. The family tie is very important to me. I love to tell people this was designed by and built in the United States by a family, the Redman family, of course. And speaking of that, with my other chair, I ran into, and with my first chair, which was not a standard, I ran into the problem of, well, when something breaks, call, well, you can't call the manufacturer, talk to anybody that engineered anything or did anything. You end up talking to a customer service rep who then puts you in touch with the dealer. The dealer then calls you back, makes an appointment. Then by then, what am I doing? I'm trying to sit in a, if you've ever, if you've had a chair very long, you know what it's like to lose your mobility, you go nuts. And I've been all over the country or places, and something might have broke, or we break something or whatever, and most things on a Redman are plug and play. They have been so awesome. They answer the phone, just virtually all types of hours to help me. And if we can't talk it out through the phone, they pop stuff in an overnight service to me. They don't get carried away about, well, is it warranty or is it not, this or that. Their goal, all they're talking about is getting me going, and what we need to do to get the chair moving. And that is what it's all about. Because just, as you know, you just can't be stopped. So the chair itself, it lets me do so many functions, so many positions that, as you see, the spasticity that I have, but you'll see it goes away. And most, even if I couldn't feel anything from, let's say, the chest down or whatever, the other really important parts about having a standard, besides for the health parts, are that when I go in and whether it's in a restaurant or going into a meeting or whatever, the ability to be able to stand up and look at someone face to face just changes their opinion of it. Instead of you just being an object or that poor thing or whatever, all of a sudden I'm standing there face to face with them, and it just changes the demeanor of the person and the relationship between us. And they're not talking down to you. Nobody's asking somebody what does he want anymore. they're speaking to me directly, and they know that there's a human being in here. So that's what a standard does if you can't feel. Now on the other side of it, it really helps with my blood pressure. I happen to have still, after all these years, low blood pressure, and this exercises my heart and however it works with the circulatory system, where it gets me standing up, and by doing that, you see I go up and down a lot, and that way if my blood pressure starts dropping, I just drop down. If it's whatever I need to do. And since I do have impaired feeling, and I'm one of, unfortunately, most of my feeling comes from the pain side, but being able to move around and adjust, I bet I spend most of my battery going up and down and all around instead of just traveling. So the chair has really changed my life, and it is immensely strong. I can't tell you. I'm a big man, and I put them through the works. I have a ranch, and I'm not one of these just going down the sidewalk types. The chair travels with me and does all types of tough things. And like I said, when I screw up or the chair has a burp, the Redman's family's on the other side of the phone. And that means the world to me. Thank you.